Welcome back, you anime lovers, to Naruto Shonen Jump. Or, I guess some of y'all could say Sasuke. Because off the rip, his powers are pretty crazy. Alright, but let's get straight back into it. So let's see here. I think we finished our Genin training arc. Yeah, so now we're on to our Chunin exam arc, which as you can see is a lot longer. This is going to start us in the Forest of Death, but let me explain to you what the Chunin exams is. So the Chunin exams is actually 3 parts. The first part's an exam. The second one being they have to find scrolls and get through the Forest of Death, which we're on right now. And then the preliminaries, which is just everybody 1v1ing. So since we're at the second part, I'll just go ahead and show you the first part real quick. So the written test is actually 9 questions that none of them actually know. But the real reason why they're supposed to be taking this test is because they're all supposed to be able to cheat somehow like a ninja. So from one person to the next, everybody ends up getting each other's answers from different types of ways. Like this dude's listening to the sound waves of the pen as he's drawing the answers. And of course Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura ended up passing. So as all the teams end up getting leading to the Forest of Death, she ends up explaining that they have a survival challenge. In the Forest of Death, they actually have to find a Heaven Scroll and an Earth Scroll. And not only that, there's a bunch of teams trying to do this, so they're gonna have to fight for it. Oh yeah, and the biggest part about this is they can just die too. Like we went from Genin training arc showing Sasuke and Naruto and Sakura that they need each other for teamwork, to end up them going into the Forest of Death for 5 days. So of course it ends up being the same teams as before. All the teams shoot off. And that's why some of our missions are going to be jumping in the forest, because some of the anime episodes are literally them jumping in the forest. The Chunin exam is today. I went right to the Forest of Death where the exam is held and met many other participants.
The gathering of rivals! The Chunin exam begins!
And this is what I mean by jumping on trees. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, they made this like very perfect. And this actually isn't just Naruto, this is Sakura, Naruto, and Sasuke as they're moving through the forest. And the reason why the destination is gonna stop soon isn't because we get to the place we need to, it's because we get stopped by a villain. Actually, the first enemy we end up seeing in the game, here we go. Yeah, Orochimaru. Now obviously before we get into explaining, we're just going to go ahead and play it. Naruto's team was making good progress through the forest, however something unimaginable happened. They were attacked by a mysterious ninja called Orochimaru. Sasuke was totally outclassed and could do nothing but shiver. And Naruto recklessly took on Orochimaru, and yeah, it was crazy. Because what Naruto has is an ungiven up will. But you know, Orochimaru's crazy and literally killed the person's body that he's in right now. But even at first, as Naruto ends up getting outclassed by him and his snake, that's when Naruto gets pissed and opens up the Nine Tails' eyes. Yeah, remember that demon sealed inside of him? When that power gets out of him, he is reckless, but he is super powerful. But not even that power could stop Orochimaru. But of course, Naruto can only do that randomly. Sasuke can use the Sharingan anytime he wants to. And the Sharingan's actually used from his clan, which got wiped out. And it is used to actually learn people's chakra movements. So with the right amount of time, he can master some type of technique that somebody used on him. But there will be way more eyes later on, so we'll get more into that.
Black ambition arises! No good ninja in the Forest of Death!
Alright, so like I said, we're fighting as Naruto when he's going crazy. And I wish I would have showed the little detail of his red eyes right there, but it's alright. It's still awesome that you get to fight him early on in the game. And he honestly plays around with you a lot, which he was doing in the anime, but he was beating the living crap out of Naruto like that. Like, they had no chance to win. Like, when I seen him end up taking that woman's body, I was like, dang. But like I said, he's not going to do much of his, like, crazy moves on Naruto. So he's going to take the quick wood dub.
That's the power of Squad 7!
Let me tell you, you better like Squad 7 while it lasts. Because when Naruto Shippuden goes down, we're going to be going down a bumpy road. But anyways, they end up losing to Orochimaru, ends up going up to Sasuke, ends up biting him, and leaves him with a curse mark jutsu. And later on, we'll figure out that this is actually going to hurt him more, that he uses his chakra. And if the curse mark ends up taking over Sasuke, it can make him incredibly strong, and that's exactly what Orochimaru wants. Alright, next I think we got another run scene. And as Orochimaru ended up putting the curse mark on Sasuke, he ended up taking out Naruto's team, but they still had to make it to the tower. So at this moment in the TV show, we're actually literally going to go to the tower to take the scrolls both there. Which if you honestly think is pretty crazy. Yeah, the sunset on this one's pretty amazing. So now they have the last part of the Chunin exams. And this is where we start getting 1v1 battles, and this is going to be fun. The first fight is Sasuke versus Yoroi, and Sasuke ended up winning by mimicking one of Lee's moves with a Sharingan. Next fight is Shino versus Zaku, and Shino ends up winning, which he's part of the Leaf Village, and he controls bugs. Next fight, we actually see one of the Sand Village people fighting, Konkoro versus Tsurugi, and Konkoro ends up winning. So now Ninja Storm's actually going to start in the fourth fight, which is, of course,
The last exam before the finals. Sakura versus Ino, the maidens.
y'all heard him. Alright, I love this, and I love the styles and the decorations of the Chunin exams. And just that we end up getting fought as different characters, which is pretty cool.
Let's fight.
So these two are pretty much the same. Sakura really doesn't have any crazy moves, she just knows those booby traps and punches. While Ino's really only move is to actually take her brain and put it in somebody else's, but it can use a lot of chakra and damage her body herself. Come on, let's get this Sakura. Come on. She got a little fast little dash though, don't she? Yeah, where was that in the show? Whoa, 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 where's she getting Naruto's chakra at? Alright, let's use her special move. Here we go, here we go. So in reality, you're probably seeing this thinking Sakura's like the powerfulest one. Nah, this is just a shadow version of herself talking in her mind. Yeah, all of her strength is literally in her mind. But anyways, there we go. And in reality, what happened is they both ended up tapping each other out. Alright, and the next fight is 10-10 versus Tamari, which is part of the Sand. 10-10 is from the Leaf Village, and she's got the power of ninja tools, and Tamari's got the power of wind fans. And this is in order because this is the fifth battle.
A flurry of ninja tools and whirlwinds. Clash of a kunoichi rivalry.
And you're probably wondering, why is it showing all of these before Naruto's fight? It's actually just showing us everybody's ninjutsus and just powers. It's really awesome. Because at first we'd see everybody, but we literally didn't see any of their powers. Alright, 10-10, let's get it.
I'll bring this match to an end real quick.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, 10-10 didn't have any time in the TV show. In Shonen Jump, I always seen her as the extra, but I never seen her there. Look at these moves, she should have been known for more. Oh dang, I already hit her with the special. Now I'm pretty sure this move actually does happen in this fight, but 10-10 still ends up losing. I don't understand anime logic. How did that not kill her? We got finished her off with a special again. Yeah, I got hit you with it twice, sorry. KO. At 10-10, we know that's a cap though, because we know it really happens to you. She ends up getting destroyed by Tamari's wind techniques. Yeah, I guess that fight wasn't a breeze. Oh yeah, and before Naruto's fight, Shikamaru and Ken actually end up starting a fight. Ken, being part of Orochimaru's clan, ends up using bells to numb sound, but it looks like Shikamaru is just too smart for her and ends up outsmarting her and winning. And we get to Naruto's fight, which Naruto actually does use his brain this time. And he will be fighting Kiba and Akamaru. Which, you see, Akamaru is just that dog out there.
Showtime! The result of Naruto's training!
And yeah, this definitely was an interesting fight because as we seen that Naruto ended up learning that cool move, he still wasn't the big match for Kiba. Because even though I'm whipping the living shit out of him right now, Naruto doesn't know all these moves yet. So far he knows Uzumaki Barrage and his Shadow Clone Jutsu, so he's just going to have to remain on IQ. And the crazy part about Kiba and Akamaru is they can actually transfer each other's chakra to each other and make two Kibas and then fight Naruto. Literally that right there, fang over fang, that move exactly. Dang, whoa, 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 okay, Naruto, come on. Oh my god, I'm getting whooped by a dog. Alright, and there we go. And Naruto actually did win this fight. And Naruto actually wins because he makes a shadow clone jutsu of himself and Akamaru. And he ends up taking down Kiba. And I'm not gonna lie, watching it, it was pretty good, interesting fight. Now, in the Hidden Leaf Village, there's actually a clan called the Hyuga clan. Basically, it is a white eye, and it can show the chakra pathway system through any target that they go through. So basically, they can see your whole chakra flow, and just with this style called Gentle Fist, they can stop your chakra flow by literally touching chakra hold pressure points. That's crazy. So basically, Neji has these powers, and Hinata. If you don't know who Hinata is basically that one girl that got the white eyes that keeps saying Naruto over and over again throughout the whole entire story so far. And they both have Byakugan eyes, so let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, and these two are cousins, but Neji doesn't even care, and he's not holding out.
Confrontation between main branch and side branch. Hinata versus Neji. Duel among the clan.
Now, even though I'm fighting him right now, Hinata actually doesn't like to fight because she doesn't want to be a fighter. But when Naruto starts egging her on, she ends up starting to fight for him. Because of course she is like in love with Naruto, and you will figure that out later. But both of these two's powers are basically hand-to-hand combat. Yeah, you just smacked the shit out of me. Bro, I don't know how this dude got me so low. Neji's like super strong in this mode. And as you see, she actually has a Byakugan mode. She can actually awaken, which in this game kind of makes her just faster and stronger. But we do have dashing double palm, and we do have gentle fist. Oh my gosh, she's so close. Come on, come on, come on. Hit that, yes. Let's go. But in reality, Hinata gets the living crap beat out of her. Like Neji hit her in all of her chakra spots, leaving her on the floor. And it showed Naruto just how strong he is. Alright, next fight we got is Rock Lee and Gaara. Now we need to talk about Gaara the Sand real quick. Because bro is a menace and can manipulate sand, so you already know how strong he is. Now, back in the Chunin exams when they had to get the paper, they actually encountered a team and had to fight. But Gaara isn't worried about fighting, he just wants to kill everybody he fights. So this dude's like, yeah, you're just a little kid and can't do anything, ends up shooting a bunch of needles at him, but ends up learning that the sand can actually protect Gaara. Yeah, and bro's not too impressed. He ends up catching him in a desert coffin, which is not good to get caught in. And not only that, he takes the black umbrella like the black Air Force Ones that you wear. And this man says desert funeral and straight destroys this man. I mean brutally killing him. So this fight was really scary to see because Lee was one of my favorite characters so far in Shonen Jump.
Rampage of sand and a river of emotion. Stand by your Nindo.
And Lee is super fast in those taijutsu, which is a really fast fighting combat.
Let's fight.
Like, look at this, bro literally takes off when he's trying. Okay, see, so he can manipulate sand. And if you're wondering, yeah, he doesn't really have any sand on him or outside, but yeah, that bottle on his back actually is full of sand. But either way, he can still use sand from the earth outside, and it can be harder. So it's even better for his defense. So yeah, this dude's just like way too OP already. But the one part about this fight that's actually kind of true is that Lee does have the speed over Gaara. Because the sand can only go with what Gaara can see. So Lee ends up being a little too much for him. Come on, I'm trying to hit him with that Lee special. I can't hit. There we go. So yeah, Lee does end up winning. But let me explain that. So Lee does end up winning, but he kind of does end up losing. But Lee ends up using this awakening mode called the fourth gate mode, which I'll show you. It does end up making Lee super powerful with the cost of it almost giving his life. But it even surprises Kakashi Sensei, which also he has a Sharingan eye too. Like, look at that speed, takes off and just smacks Gaara. But while he's beating the living crap out of Gaara, he ends up running out of chakra. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering why Gaara's face is cracking, it's because he actually has sand armor on his face. But keep in reminder, we know this dude's bad news. So with the chakra he ends up having left, he ends up pulling in Lee's arm and leg. And he uses sand coffin, which ends up destroying Lee's arm and leg. leaving him useless, and now he will not be able to fight for a very long time. And he would have died to Gar's sand if God didn't come in and save him. And by the way, this is Lee Sensei. Because I mean, look how identical they are. They literally love each other. But after that, we end up taking a pause from the Chunin exams for like a month. And after all that, Naruto actually wants to get stronger, so he's about to train by himself. But a dude by the name of Jiraiya says that he wants to teach Naruto the ways. So he's going to show him chakra control.
Creation of a mismatched pair. Enter Jiraiya, the legendary Toad Sage.
Now, this part's actually true. Naruto does actually have to learn how to use chakra control to go up a tree. But he ends up learning that it's easier than he thinks. And with a couple days of good work, he ends up getting the control of it. Like, are these records for the game? Whatever, but Naruto ends up learning how to walk on water also. So he is starting to get the hang of some things. Alright, now that we've done most of the main missions, we're going to do some of these things just around the map. Because literally getting these squirrels are pretty easy, and they can take out the map pretty quick. Alright, here we go. We got a treasure bag, so we probably can make some ramen or something like that. A white egg. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you see these doors with seals on them, those are going to be important for later. Now, the most important things that you need to look for on the map are the green dots, which are the treasure boxes. Think I found one right here. Yeah, here we go.
Something's left on the ground.
Because you get Ino's Ninja Handbook, you literally get people's handbooks. This is a 16-hit combo. And they're mostly on the top of the buildings, but sometimes you'll find where you gotta put these crates and just find them through the doors. See, this time I got Hinata's, so I could have had this literally for the fight. And if you haven't done these, I'm gonna tell you right now, most of them are annoying to get to. Here we go, we got a Sasuke Ninja Handbook, Fire Style Phoenix Flower Jutsu. Now we got one hiding back here. What we got? Intense Ninja Handbook. See, I literally could have had these for the fights. Alright, and then we got Kakashi's Ninja Handbook, and he's got Fireball Jutsu. Oh yeah, and if you ever see a crate on the top of the building of where you see like a pressure plate, you can literally just like fall off with it. So don't think just because it's on the rooftop that you can't just bring it down here. And we got Kiba's Ninja Handbook, Dynamic Marking. Lee Ninja's Handbook, Primary Lotus. Okay, now I gotta start eating some ramen. I'm pretty sure I have a lot to eat too, so we're just gonna go ahead and skip straight through it. Alright, so now we ended up taking a D-rank mission. And this time we have to catch Kiba's dog, Akamaru, so that's gonna be fun. Now, not too much is gonna be different from these missions, but Akamaru is actually a special mission. Well, not that you really get anything from it, but Akamaru actually has a special power that is actually like, yeah, that pee right there. So his pee is actually toxic. He can actually pee and then spin around and get into people's eyes. And I always thought that was just a cool little animation. So basically, you just gotta press the right button, and then there you go, you got it. Look how freaking adorable this dog is, though, for real. Alright, we got one more side mission before we get back to our main mission. So we're gonna win a battle in a poison state and a state with no chakra. So basically, I'm just fighting while my health is depleting, and this dude's beating the living crap out of me. And also, my chakra stays at 0, so I have to keep it up. But just like any other battle, you can pick whoever you want to fight with, but I usually just pick Naruto. Him with that Fang over Fang. There we go. Alright, let's get back to the main missions now.
Banish disgust. Practical training with Pervy Sage.
So yeah, his name is Jiraiya, but Naruto's always going to call him Pervy Sage because this man is always looking for women. If you remember Master Roshi from Dragon Ball Z, then this dude's literally just a remake of him. But Jiraiya does want to see what kind of powers Naruto has, so he's going to test him out and see how strong he is. And Jiraiya is actually a Toad Sage, and he is pretty good at summon jutsus, which we'll learn soon. Oh my gosh, dude. When I get you caught in these combos, he wanted to smoke! Alright, come on, send him with that Uzumaki Barrage. Yes, sir. But see, he's about to summon. Yeah, see, so he just summoned a toad. Alright, let's finish this boy off. Oh my gosh. Sit your ass down. Alright, so we got one more mission to the Chunin exam arc. So we got Naruto versus Gamabunto, which I'm just gonna call him Bunto. So after Naruto ends up learning his chakra control, he has to learn how to use summoning jutsu. So Naruto signs his blood to see what he can summon. But unlike Jiraiya, he doesn't summon a toad. But instead, Jiraiya uses a different path and puts Naruto through a live or die situation. What I mean by that is if Naruto doesn't figure out how to stop himself, he will die. So with that, Naruto ends up going inside his inner self. And basically, anytime you see Naruto almost die or end up coming here because he's pissed, it's not a good thing. Because this is where Naruto's seal is, but more importantly, this is where the Nine-Tails soul is. And literally, Nine-Tails is just like, come over here so I can eat you. But Naruto as a kid literally is like, yeah, you're staying in my body as rent, so just give me your chakra now. Which is honestly crazy, but he says, alright, I mess with you, and gives him that red chakra that he needs. And with all that power of the chakra, he ends up summoning Bunta, a legendary toad who is not too happy about Naruto summoning him. And to make matters worse, last time Jiraiya summoned him, he actually did piss him off, so definitely not going to be an easy day for Naruto. Because Bunta says if he wants to summon him, he's going to have to stay on him for a whole entire day. And yeah, you think because it's a big creature it's slow? No, this toad is super fast, it can jump super high. But anyways, the sunset's about to happen, Naruto almost falls but ends up using his clone jutsus to get him back up. So he finally did it and he's super happy, but then ends up passing out. But Bunto does really respect Naruto, so he does catch him and he will let him summon him. See, that's the only thing really different about the game and the TV show. You actually fight him in here instead of actually trying to stay on him. But whatever, I'm talking too much. Let's get straight in this game.
Reversal of the master-servant relationship? A fierce battle between Naruto and Gamabunta!
Oh yeah, another crazy thing is most big animes do not have it in English. I'm not gonna lie though, fighting him is pretty cool though. So basically the only thing you can really do is just shoot kunai at him. You can't really just like hit him. Until we start getting markers like that. When you get markers like this, you can do like this like dash towards him, but it's kind of hard to like get up in the air and do it. See like this, so you'll get some couple hits on him and it'll do a little more damage. But he does use jutsus, which is what he does in the TV show, which is pretty cool. He does have a sword blade, which he's honestly pretty fast with for a frog. And I'll still never figure out what he'd be smoking on in that pipe. So most of his moves you can actually outrun, but it does do a pretty good amount of damage to you. Alright, here we go, one of his worst moves. When he does this, you gotta be timing it right or that will happen. Alright, here we go, come on. So we're just gonna keep beating the... Okay, so when it does that with the screen, it means we're gonna get a timed event. So sometimes we'll get these cutscene fights where we just hit the timed event at the right time. And these are honestly fire to just sit and watch when you're trying to hit the button.
That was close.
Motherfucker! Please stop, buddy. I'm gonna die. Please, please. I'm dead. I'm literally. Alright, it took a minute to get back to where we were, but now we're right here. So just keep using combos and then keep using the Demon Wind Palm. That's what I did. Alright, there we go. I think I summoned it. There we go.
I'm not done yet.
Get out the way! But just like I showed you, he does use his clone jutsus to get himself back on the frog at a point. Like, look at the strength on that punch. That was crazy. But just like the TV show, we do end up on the toad and we do fall asleep.
How was that? I did it.
Honestly, what a arc, because I love this arc, just showing so many jutsu and chakra controls.
Well, you weren't too bad.
And there we go, y'all. We're done with our Genin training arc and our Chunin exam arc, and now we're on with the Leaf Destruction arc. Now this is where stuff gets serious and Naruto gets into his first real fight. So it looks like we've been waiting a month for the Chunin exam finals, and we're finally here. But we'll figure out more about that next time. I hope y'all enjoyed this arc. Like and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Rose gang. Rose gang. Rose